Welcome to the Montessori Collaboration 2020. We are Montessorians. We are passionate and highly trained in a specific way of thinking about learning. We believe that high-quality Montessori education should be available to everyone. We are the Montessorians of the public sector. In Dallas ISD, we strive to harmonize the integrity of Montessori traditions with our state's timeline of expectations. Given that the state's grade level expectations are non-negotiable, how can we still follow the child? Let's look at one tool we've developed to approach the puzzle. For over 100 years, Montessori education has been revered as the gold standard of whole child development. Dallas ISD teachers have been exploring something we call the Montessori pacing framework. Knowing that Montessori is a constructivist or a discovery model, students learn from practice with carefully designed materials rather than by direct instruction. We guide the child to discoveries during sensitive periods for development. And with respect for Montessori pedagogy at the forefront, we can guide the child toward and beyond the state's mastery checkpoints. Our system of timelined mastery monitoring we call the Montessori pacing framework. We profess that Montessori pedagogy is more than capable of addressing all of Texas's learning standards. Montessori is not a curriculum. It is preparing the child for life. The child can learn more in Montessori because we endeavor to keep burning within them the fire of curiosity. Then, they discover more than we could ever instruct. Respecting a child's development, a successful child must master certain mental conquests at a periodic minimum pace to access the young brain's special mental powers, the secret of childhood being these sensitive periods. We're also guiding with the end in mind, observing for moments of mastery. Therefore, we Montessori educators pace ourselves too. We can regularly exceed state standards by centering the capacity for concentration, happiness that comes with choice and movement, and the psychological tranquility that grows out of purposeful work that connects you to your community and environment. Dr. Montessori said, "The things he sees are not just remembered, they form a part of his soul." The Montessori pacing framework. To communicate the congruence of Montessori expectations with the minimum state requirements, we are mapping out a developmental progression of mastery conquests within the Montessori pedagogy, crosswalked to grade level standards for Texas essential knowledge and skills. We can align our vision, real Montessori, real learning, and real public school. This is a massive undertaking many years in the making. It has been nearly 40 years since public Montessori came to Dallas ISD. We now have a multi-generational history. The first public classrooms of Amelia Earhart, then Sam Houston, then Hotchkiss, which became George Bannerman Dealey and Harry Stone as Montessori Academy magnets, followed by Eduardo Mata Montessori as our first public choice school through the Office of Transformation and Innovation, neighborhood classrooms of De Zavala that went Montessori, and Onesimo Hernandez that reopened as a Montessori Academy. Now, we have downtown Montessori opening as a Montessori from day one. To sustain our culture, it's time to codify and record our methods, to bring our newest teachers into contact with our most seasoned public Montessori veterans. With opportunities to teach one another and learn from one another professionally, we can pass on our proudest traditions to our newest campuses. We can innovate together and realize Dr. Montessori's vision of Montessori for all. We don't have to see data collection as in conflict with our highest integrity whole child approaches. We can use triangulated performance data to inform which areas of our Montessori practice we will hone and give greater emphasis. With professional study, development, learning, teaching, and measuring, these are pieces of our scientific method as educators. We call the scientific method applied here the Montessori collaborative planning cycle. The pieces are nothing new, but as we grow, formalizing the process of learning together will help us grow in quality in every part of public Montessori. We will have semester-long and year-long cycles of improvement, starting with the Montessori teacher roundtables and teacher-driven think tanks. That's where we identify a problem to investigate and set to work refining a framework to support our instruction. Your specialists and coaches will support teachers in coordinating all of this. Aligned with the think tanks, work groups follow to develop specific materials and instruments we can use in the Montessori classroom. At our conferences, we can teach one another professionally on just these items, which will support our Montessori practice. Your coaches and specialists will be in the background to facilitate this as a valuable event, and you will leave with tools to use in your professional practice. After that, we go to work implementing our techniques for improvement in the classroom, modeling for one another, checking in on progress with instructional coaches, professional learning communities, campus leadership, and content specialists. We are all in this together, all hands on deck to help every child be successful. Now that Montessori touches 6 public school campuses in our city, the need for coordination is greater than ever. Won't you join us to think, create, speak, learn, implement, analyze, and improve our practice together? The world is watching to see how we can make Montessori a public option for every family in the city of Dallas. Let's show them how it's done.